Some messages don't come to entertain you, they arrive to awaken you. If you've stumbled across this video, understand this. It wasn't by mistake. There is something you are being prepared for, and before you step into that greater version of yourself, a warning is being issued. Not to scare you, but to protect what you've been called to carry. You are God's chosen one. You carry a divine assignment, a calling unlike any other. And there are things in this world, distractions and dangers, that are sent specifically to delay or destroy that calling. This is not just another video. This is your instruction manual, your sacred reminder to stay vigilant. Because the higher you're called to go, the more intentional you must be about what you allow into your life. There are 5 things you must stay away from at all costs, because ignoring this message could cost you your peace, your progress, and your purpose. Before we go further, I want you to really tune in. Watch this until the end, because every part of this message is layered with clarity, confirmation, and truth. If you feel something stirring as you listen, don't ignore it. That's alignment. That's your spirit recognizing what's been waiting to reach you. In the comments, share your warmest wishes and type 999 or 333. Because this space is more than content, it's a collective shift. Your energy, your voice, your intentions, they matter. Let's amplify the frequency together. The first thing you must stay away from is people who feed your ego but starve your soul. These are the individuals who seem to uplift you, but only in the areas of performance, appearance, or approval. They applaud your image but ignore your spirit. And here's the danger. As a chosen one, you're susceptible to praise that pulls you away from your purpose. Not all compliments are compliments. Some are control in disguise. Be very careful with people who only show up when you're winning, who only want access to the version of you that benefits them. Your destiny requires people who feed your growth, challenge your comfort, and speak life into your calling, not just your confidence. You weren't chosen to entertain. You were chosen to enlighten. The second thing to stay away from is environments that normalize your dysfunction. This one is subtle because it hides in what feels familiar. You might find yourself surrounded by people, places, or habits that don't necessarily feel wrong, but they silently reinforce your stagnation. When everyone around you is comfortable being mediocre, healing feels dramatic. When people normalize pain and call it loyalty, you begin to confuse dysfunction with love. You must remove yourself from these environments, not because you're better, but because you're different. Chosen ones can't thrive in toxicity disguised as tradition. You need environments that challenge your evolution, not those that keep you cycling in survival. The third warning is this: stay away from delayed obedience. This one is going to sting. You know that thing you've been putting off, that nudge you've felt but silenced, that prompt to let go, to start something, to shift course. That's not your imagination, that's divine instruction. And every time you delay, you're giving the enemy space to plant doubt. As a chosen one, your timing matters. Your movement creates ripples in the spiritual realm. And when you hesitate, you miss doors that were only open for a moment. Delayed obedience is still disobedience, and disobedience doesn't just affect you, it affects everyone connected to your purpose. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The instruction is the confirmation. Number 4. Stay away from anything that tempts you to compromise your values for validation. This world will offer you quick success, likes, applause, and attention. But the cost is always your authenticity. As someone chosen, your character must always precede your charisma. Never trade integrity for influence. The road you're on is narrow for a reason. Not everything is meant for you to touch. Some platforms are poisoned. Some opportunities are traps. You were never called to fit in. You were called to stand out. And your uniqueness, your purity, your commitment to truth, that's your true power. The minute you start adjusting your truth to be accepted, you lose access to the full power of your calling. And finally, the fifth warning: stay away from spiritual laziness. This one may not shout the loudest, but it is perhaps the most dangerous of them all, because it creeps in quietly, unnoticed. It convinces you that your connection to God will always be there even if you stop watering it. It whispers that a quick prayer is enough, that a short glance at a verse is sufficient, that once a week is enough to hear from the divine. But your calling requires constant connection. Your anointing requires care. You cannot expect to carry the weight of your purpose while neglecting the source of your power. Spiritual laziness doesn't just dull your senses, it weakens your discernment. And for the chosen ones, discernment isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Without it, you'll begin to confuse distractions for destiny. You'll think an open door is a sign, when in fact it's a trap. You'll trust wrong voices, walk through wrong paths, and waste sacred energy trying to fix what God never told you to touch. It's easy to scroll for hours. It's easy to compare. It's easy to drown your spirit in digital noise. But when was the last time you were still enough to hear God's whisper? When was the last time you put your phone down, turned your heart inward, and said, "Speak, Lord, I'm listening"? Chosen one, if you want clarity, seek consistency. Don't wait for your life to fall apart to seek alignment. Build it before the storm comes. Construct your prayer life like a shelter. Make stillness your sanctuary. Let worship become your weapon. You are in a spiritual battlefield, not a playground. And those who are lazy in spirit are the first to fall in war. You have a mission, a purpose, and a very real enemy who hopes you never wake up to it. Because once you do, you become a force no darkness can contain. But that kind of strength doesn't come from wishing. It comes from walking. Daily, intentionally, even when you don't feel like it, especially then. Your obedience in the quiet seasons is what determines your capacity in the visible ones. There's a reason the enemy attacks your habits. There's a reason you suddenly feel sleepy when it's time to pray. There's a reason your mind gets distracted when you try to meditate or fast or study spiritual truth. It's not a coincidence, it's a tactic. Because the moment you step into full alignment, everything changes. The moment you become spiritually fit, emotionally stable, and mentally clear, you become untouchable in the spirit. This isn't about religion. This is about relationship. This is about resonance. This is about staying connected to the frequency of your calling so that no matter what comes your way, you recognize the voice of the shepherd above the noise of the wolves, and it starts with daily decision. Stay away from spiritual laziness. It will cost you more than you can afford to lose. Now pause, breathe. You may feel overwhelmed by the weight of this message. That's okay. That's good. It means your soul is waking up again. It means your spirit is stirring. These 5 things are not casual suggestions. They are divine guardrails, warnings, road signs from above, given to you because what you are stepping into is too important to be taken lightly. You are entering a new chapter, and this one doesn't allow the baggage of your past habits. You can't carry spiritual immaturity into your next level. You can't bring emotional inconsistency into a room where stability is required. You can't take unhealed wounds into divine appointments where trust, strength, and presence are needed. It's time to refine, to refocus, to return to what truly matters. You might lose some things as you walk this narrow path. You might outgrow some people, some pleasures, some comfort zones. And yes, it will hurt. But it's a holy kind of pain, the kind that shapes destiny, the kind that separates you for greatness. You will cry sometimes, you will doubt, you will question. But then you will rise, stronger, clearer, unshakable. And when you do, you'll understand why God pulled you aside, why He gave you these warnings, why He had to prepare you in private before elevating you in public. Chosen one, this world is loud, but your spirit knows the truth. You were never meant to blend in. You were never built for average. You were designed to be a lighthouse in dark waters, a voice in the wilderness, a carrier of sacred light, and that calling comes with instructions. These 5 things, these are your boundaries. They are the lines you must not cross if you want to walk fully in divine favor. Stay away from people who feed your ego but starve your soul. Stay away from environments that normalize dysfunction. Stay away from delayed obedience. It will rob you. Stay away from validation that costs your integrity. And stay away from spiritual laziness. Your purpose depends on your connection. This is your sacred responsibility. This is your covenant moment. The warning was not sent to shame you, but to shift you. This is what protection looks like in the spirit. These words are not meant to scare you. They are meant to awaken the warrior in you, the king in you, the queen in you, the light bearer, the healer, the visionary, the prophet, the creator, the leader. You are not lost. You are being led. You are not broken. You are being broken open. You are not forgotten. You are being forged. And everything you've endured has brought you here, to this moment, to this confirmation. So walk in it, rise in it, honor it. Because the moment you start treating your calling with reverence, the heavens will respond. Doors will open, connections will align, strategies will be revealed. Favor will find you, and every warning you obeyed will become a testimony that guides others home. Let the world keep rushing. Let others chase shadows. You, stay in the light, stay in the truth, stay in the fire that refines without burning. Because what's ahead for you is more than a dream. It's a divine reality waiting to unfold. Don't ignore this calling. The world is waiting for the real you, and heaven is watching for your obedience.
Drop a follow and like the video if this resonates with you, and don't hesitate to cheer up and support fellow brothers and sisters' difficult times in the comments. Chosen one, keep your head up and stay true to yourself, always with love.